The case of Elise Lam has captivated the public's imagination, and for good reason. This young woman's disappearance and eventual death are a tangled web of mystery, intrigue, and horror. Her story is a rabbit hole of unanswered questions, bizarre circumstances, and unexplained events that continue to fascinate and unsettle us to this day. On February 28, 2013, 21-year-old Canadian student Elise Lam checked into the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. Elise, a bright and adventurous young woman, had planned a solo trip to explore the city, hoping to experience the vibrant culture of Los Angeles and gain a deeper understanding of herself. She documented her journey online, sharing her excitement and thoughts with friends and family back home. But what was supposed to be an inspiring journey of self-discovery soon turned into a terrifying ordeal that would captivate the public's attention. On February 1st, Elise was reported missing after failing to check in with her family, sparking widespread concern and igniting a massive investigation that would stretch on for weeks, leaving both her loved ones and the public desperate for answers. The initial search for Elise was painstakingly difficult, hindered by a frustrating lack of concrete leads. Investigators were left piecing together fragments of information as they attempted to trace her final steps. Police conducted a thorough search of the hotel, going floor by floor and even enlisting K-9 units to assist in the effort. They reviewed hours of security footage in hopes of spotting her or identifying any unusual behavior or suspicious individuals. Witnesses were interviewed and hotel staff were questioned, yet every promising lead seemed to slip through their fingers, leading investigators to dead end after dead end. The situation was further complicated by the eerie silence on Elise's phone and social media accounts. Once active and expressive, her digital presence suddenly ceased, leaving detectives with almost nothing to follow, a mystery that was as unsettling as it was perplexing. As the search for Elise continued, authorities faced the overwhelming task of reconstructing her final days with meticulous precision. They scrutinized her travel itinerary, trying to map out every place she visited, every sight she saw, and every person she encountered. They reached out to friends, family, and even acquaintances, hoping for insights into her mental state and any clues that might explain her disappearance. Her online activity, once a vivid reflection of her thoughts and experiences, became a primary source of investigation. Detectives scoured through her social media posts and messages, combing for anything that could help unravel the mystery. Yet each layer they uncovered seemed to raise more questions than answers, painting a picture that was both mystifying and disturbing. It was as if Elise had slipped away without a trace, leaving behind only a trail of enigmatic clues and unsettling fragments that hinted at a larger, darker mystery. One of the most eerie elements of Elise's case emerged from the hotel's security footage. On the night of her disappearance, she was captured on video entering the elevator in the Cecil Hotel. What happened next has become the source of endless speculation and fascination. In the footage, Elise appears visibly distressed and confused, as though something unseen is affecting her. She presses multiple elevator buttons in rapid succession, her hand moving frantically across the panel, but the doors fail to close. She moves in and out of the elevator, peering cautiously down the hallway, as though she senses someone or something lurking just out of sight. At one point, she appears to hide in the corner, as if trying to avoid detection. Her erratic behavior and gestures toward an invisible presence have been interpreted in countless ways by viewers, with theories ranging from mental distress to paranormal interference. This chilling footage, viewed by millions online, marked a critical and unsettling moment in the case, raising more questions than it answered. But the elevator footage was just the beginning of the mystery surrounding Elise's stay at the Cecil Hotel. As investigators pieced together her time there, reports of increasingly bizarre behavior began to surface. Elise's roommates noted that she seemed on edge and unsettled, often requesting room changes, even in the dead of night. She would report feeling watched or unsafe, yet she couldn't articulate what or who was causing her fear. This unsettling behavior raised questions for detectives. Was Elise genuinely in danger, or was her anxiety a product of her mind? Hotel staff recalled her frequent disconcerted glances over her shoulder as if she anticipated something or someone around every corner. Elise's behavior, both inexplicable and haunting, only deepened the mystery. On February 19th, nearly 3 weeks after Elise's disappearance, the case took a shocking and tragic turn when a maintenance worker at the Cecil Hotel made a horrifying discovery. Responding to complaints from guests about low water pressure and an unusual taste, he investigated the rooftop water tanks, which provided water for guest rooms, the kitchen, and even the coffee shop. To his horror, he found Elise's body floating inside one of the tanks. This grim discovery left the public in shock and disbelief, as the circumstances surrounding her death were both tragic and confounding. The revelation sparked immediate outrage and fear among hotel guests, who learned they had been using the tainted water for days. Yet the most pressing question remained: how did Elise, a petite young woman, end up in a sealed, hard-to-reach water tank? The discovery of Elise's body in the water tank sent ripples of horror throughout Los Angeles and beyond, with profound implications for the hotel and city. The Cecil Hotel was quickly forced to shut down sections of the building while the city's water department initiated a thorough flushing and disinfection of the entire water system. Health officials scrambled to assess the possible impact on guests' health, and the hotel faced intense scrutiny and backlash, damaging its already dark reputation. But the unsettling discovery was only the beginning for Elise's family and friends. They were left to grapple with an agonizing question: what had happened to Elise in those final lonely days? Had she encountered someone with sinister intentions, or was she the victim of a tragic accident? The rooftop water tanks were surrounded by questions about how Elise could have accessed them, as they were typically locked and required special knowledge. Her family and the public demanded answers, fueling suspicions of foul play and casting a dark shadow over the case. In the aftermath of the discovery, the circumstances of Elise's death became even murkier. Autopsy results revealed that no drugs or alcohol were found in her system, a fact that complicated the narrative and raised doubts about accidental or self-inflicted harm. Investigators were puzzled. Could she have somehow climbed into the tank alone, or had someone forced her there? Theories abounded, ranging from possible mental health struggles that led to an accident to the suspicion of a malevolent force or individual who might have taken advantage of Elise's vulnerability. As media coverage grew, true crime enthusiasts and online sleuths delved into every detail of the case, formulating theories, analyzing the eerie elevator footage, and questioning the hotel's history of mysterious events. Despite these efforts, each theory seemed to invite more questions, leaving the case of Elise Lam forever cloaked in uncertainty and tragedy. Elise Lam's story is a haunting reminder that sometimes the most inexplicable mysteries can be the most terrifying. Her case continues to captivate us, not just because of its sheer strangeness, but because it speaks to our deepest fears of being alone, vulnerable, and at the mercy of forces beyond our control. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on Elise's case in the comments below. Do you think we'll ever uncover the truth behind her disappearance and death? Share your theories and opinions, and if you're new here, consider subscribing for more videos on mysteries, true crime, and the unexplained.